Hello everybody, my name is Alex, and you might know me as the editor of the Time Safari ad that you may have watched. So I'm going to teach you how to simply edit together clips, add audio to the background of your things, and how to chroma key an animation into your video. So let me put this out as a disclaimer, I do not know how to animate. That dinosaur video you saw was taken from the internet with a green screen background. I only know how to apply green screens. I'm an editor, not an animator. Without further ado, let's get right into it. So first, you want to have Google and you want to search up DaVinci Resolve. This is the editing program that I use, and I think it's one of the best free editing programs that doesn't have a watermark onto it. So it should be one of the first links to pop up, and once you go onto their website, you scroll all the way down because this is just a bunch of advertisements telling you how good DaVinci Resolve is. And I would click the free download. If you have $300 to spare, I suppose you could, but I do not want to spend $300 on an editing software. So I have Windows, so I'm gonna click this and you'll go into this menu. If you try to click download, you'll notice that you can't because you have to enter your details in. I've never entered my details in, and I just write in random stuff, and I don't think they check it. They don't really care. Like, I can live in Iowa. And register and download. Then the download will start, and you'll need an unzipper of some sort, which I use WinRAR to unzip my files, which is why it shows up as the book icon if it doesn't show up like that for you. Alright, now that you've presumably installed DaVinci Resolve using the very simple setup wizard, you're just probably going to have an untitled project. I have the Time Safari ad because I edited that a while back, but you should click the untitled project. You'll be thrown into some kind of menu like this, where there's no clips in the media pool. What that means is you need to take your video clips, select them wherever you have it in your file explorer or anywhere on your desktop, and just drag them into DaVinci Resolve into this little corner right here. Now that you have your media in here, you're going to want to drag it into here, which will create a timeline of all your clips all put together of everything and the final product when it is exported. So adding another clip to this clip is just as simple as creating the first one, which is just dragging it again and putting it at the end of that. Now that you have two clips, you'll notice that they'll very quickly snap between them once the time goes to the other clip. So if you want to add a transition, there's a nice little transitions tab right here, which has a bunch of free transitions that DaVinci Resolve makes for you. I wouldn't use any of these ones. They're a little interesting. They're like PowerPoint ones. I go down to the Fusion transitions and usually use one of these. Select a point, right-click your effect, then add it to the selected points and clips. It'll create a nice little box right here, where you can alter how fast you want it to transition. So if I want to make it really long, it'll start glitching all the way from right here and do a bunch of things before it goes off to the next clip. Otherwise, you can make it really short and it'll only glitch for a little bit before it goes to the next one. Next is chroma keying. Chroma keying is when you take something with a green screen in the background and you apply it to the front of your video. So I'm gonna search for a green screen dinosaur video, which pops up as this one, the one that I used. These are everywhere on YouTube. Oh my god. These are everywhere on YouTube, and you can find them for free stock videos. And there's number 2, there's a bunch of other things. So I copy the link and open a YouTube video downloader. Any one of them works just fine, and you paste your video link. If I can paste my video link, and you download the video. I do 720 because it's higher quality, looks better, of course. Once you have your video, you can go select your video wherever you downloaded it and drag it into DaVinci Resolve. With these, you can drag them straight into your timeline. Now that you've already established a timeline, you don't need to drag clips into here and drag them down into here. They'll automatically be added into your media pool, and you won't need to do that again. Alright, now that you've finished dragging your dinosaur into your timeline, I want you to go into the Edit tab right here. This is where you can edit the video, such as adding extra blurs or cool things in front of it. Now, if you want to get rid of this green and have just the dinosaur, you'll have a little toolbox down here where you'll click Filters. In the Filters tab, you can scroll all the way down until you see Resolve FX Key. And you'll want to drag the 3D keyer right here and take it and drag it into the clip that you want to get rid of the green. Now that you've done that, you'll see that it'll turn something on right here where it's a 3D keyer. To get rid of the green, you want to click on the plus icon and make sure you're in OpenFX Overlay because the default is Transform. Once you click this, you'll be able to drag a certain area of green to remove it. And there, it's gone. Now you'll see there's still a little bit of green around the edges of the dinosaur. So what you want to do is just see the despill option and just turn it all the way up. Then the little green outline of the dinosaur will be turned into a regular black one. And last but not least, you want to add music to the background of your video or whatever you're trying to edit. So we want to go back onto Chrome over here, go into YouTube, search up any music you want. It can be any artist you want, any cool background music, ambience, whatever you want. Just find some cool background music. Remember to copy the link, and this time you want to search up YTMP3, which is just converting it to an MP3 file. You want an audio file, you don't want the video file. So once it converts, you'll have a nice little download. Now that it's finished downloading, you can just click download right here. Do not click this. This is an advertisement. I fell for that once. It takes you to a completely different page. Click on the blue download button. This will take you to somewhere, but it doesn't matter because your download is ready. Now that you've downloaded your background music, you're going to want to drag it into DaVinci Resolve just like before and add it to your media pool. You'll have it looks a lot different from the other ones because it's just the audio. Then you're going to want to click Edit and take this and drag it below wherever it is that you're trying to add it to. It'll create a new audio track and it'll play alongside all your other audio. If you don't want the other audio getting in the way, such as the dinosaurs right here, which have their own music from the YouTube video I downloaded, you can mute any clip you want to have just the music playing. And that's about it. This is a very crude demonstration of how to edit. There's a lot more fine-tuning I could do with this, but you guys should be able to figure it out because I know you guys have a creative mind where you can take all these transitions, clipping together, adding videos on top of each other, how to green screen, and adding music. You could do whatever you want, and it's all up to you. Any other specific things you need to find out, Google has you covered. There might be some outdated videos from DaVinci Resolve 17.0, but I assure you they work just the same. The menus just look a little bit different. And that's about it. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.